YouTubes, we've had a good frost today, haven't we? Yeah, feeling good, I'm in good spirit. I'm going to put the heating on. We had some frost this morning, my lad. Got to take medication, my lad. Yeah. Yeah. Been on a few dating sites and chatted to some new women. Yes. Yeah. I'm not worrying about yesterday. Yesterday's past. I'll move on now. Yeah. I don't want to go with a woman who tells lies. No. No. And I don't want a woman who treats me like shit either. No. Fuck that. I'm going to end up with a decent woman. Lord, Alice Duncan, you live too far away from me. I know you want to go out with me, but you live in Edinburgh. You're too far. If you lived a bit closer, maybe I might come round one weekend, but you don't live close, do you? You live in Edinburgh, Alice Duncan. I know you want me to get... This Alice Duncan wants me to get me to her place so she gets me into bed. But you live too far away. I'm not travelling 6 hours to go and sleep with a woman. No. I don't sleep around. Cats and dogs do. Yeah, but I don't sleep around. I'm old-fashioned. I know a lot of women want me to go to their place so I can jump in bed with them. No. I'm not doing that. Because I know you fancy me, Alice Duncan, and I know you want me to be your boyfriend. That means if you want me to be your boyfriend, you want me to sleep with you. But you live too far away though. And I don't sleep around with nobody. I don't sleep around. Dogs and cats do. I like to be in a long-term relationship before that happens. I'm a bit old school. And I like a woman with a lawn. It must be a nice lawn. Don't want to be fucking lawn mowing it. I like it nice and thick. The thicker the better. Get in there, lad. Well, I don't sleep about. I have a lot of respect for women. They've got feelings like us. Well, medication time. Got to take my medication. I'll go fucking mad. No, I'm not joking. Yeah. I'll tell you the truth, YouTube. I'm not being funny. I'm going to be reasonable. Right. I'm glad what's happened. Yeah, I am. But listen, when I get with a woman again, I want to make sure it's long term. I'm not going to put any other relationships on YouTube again. Because when you start putting relationships on YouTube, people get involved and it ruins the relationship. I've learned that. I've learned by that mistake. And there's no way I'm going back with past women. Someone sent me a comment this morning saying, Mark, the woman you went with in August, give it another go, give her another go. No, I'm not going to give her another go. Why shall I? When she's cheated on me and talking to Tom, Dick and Harry. How would you like it, YouTube, right? If you went out with a woman, there's good and bad in women, there's good women and there's bad women. But how would you feel if you got a woman who you've been with, you've been apart, and she's put a number all over the YouTube, and everyone's contacting her, she could be talking to everybody, meeting everybody. You don't know who she's talking to, you don't know who she's meeting. So how would you want to go back with a woman like that, when you can't trust her? The trust isn't there. That's why I don't want to go back with. Someone says I should give it another go. No, I'm not giving it another go. I'm not mentioning the woman's name, but you know what I'm on about. No, I'm not. I might have been talking to her for the last couple of weeks, but I've actually given in. I don't want anything to do with it anymore. I'm falling out of love with her. I don't love her anymore like I used to. I did love her, but the love's going, because I know she'll cause me a load of trouble in the future, and it's not worth it, is it? Look what I've been through. And if I went with this person again, I'll get more trouble in the future. And is it worth it? It's like having a ball and chain around my neck. I'm always going to have trouble. So I'm best off moving on, meeting other women, and getting out there and dating. Because there's plenty of lovely women out there who love a bloke like me. I mean, I've got my own place. I'm free and single. I can do what I want when I want. I can chat to who I want. I'm free now. I've been set free. Because the person's not here to... Because if I was with the person, for example, and I wanted to leave her, she'd go fucking mad. She wouldn't let me leave her. She'd go fucking squally. But she's not here now, is she, to control me? So I'm in a good position to move on. She can't touch me now with her fucking lies. And if I went back with her, she's only going to give me more grief in the future. But I'm only just saying no, YouTube. I've not mentioned her name, but I'm only just saying. That's why I'm falling out of love with her, because I know it's not going to work. And I'm glad YouTube split my relationship up, really. I think it was a good thing, because it brought out her true colours, what she's like. Because if she was decent, I'm not going to mention her name, but if she were decent, you know what I'm talking about. If she was decent, she would have never contacted anybody off YouTube. She would have been loyal. Think, no, I've got one man, I'm going to concentrate on getting him back. I might have treated him bad. That's why he's leaving me, because I bit his hand, for example. That's why he's left me, and I'm going to lose him. I need to apologise and get him back. But no, she was contacting everybody off YouTube and spreading lies. So is that a good woman? So really, YouTube has opened me out, really, because it's brought out her true colours, what kind of person she is. Because if she was decent, she wouldn't have contacted anybody off YouTube. She would have concentrated on getting a relationship back what she had. You've heard about the dog and the bone, haven't you? The dog and the bone story. The dog goes looking for his meal, goes over the river, and he finds a big bone. He thought, wicked, I've got a bone here, that's my dinner. So the dog goes back over and he gets to the river and he looks in the river and he thinks, oh, there's another bone there. I'll have two bones, right? So instead of concentrating on the bone that he's got, he wants that one as well. But what it is, it's a reflection of the bone in the water. So he lets go of the original bone to try and get the other bone. The dog ends up with nothing. That's what's happened to the person who I met in August. She's going to end up with nothing. Because you know why? Because she didn't appreciate me in the first place. Because if she did, she wouldn't have done what she did. And I'll never forget that. And a mate of mine I had some advice from friends, and I've been thinking about this last 3 or 4 days, and I thought, do you know what? It's not worth the hassle. I've learned the hard way. I got hurt. That's how it is. We'll get hurt. You just got to move on, take it on the chin, because there's no point being with somebody if they ain't going to respect you. So, I mean, that person will give me more grief in the future, and I don't want more grief. I've got a lot of things good in my life. Look, this is where I'm living. I'm free. I can jump in a car. I've got my freedom, bit of money in the pocket. I can meet who I like now. I'm free. I'm being set free. She can't control me anymore. She's nothing to do with me. I'm nothing to do with her, for example. But at least I'm not mentioning her name. But I'm just explaining, YouTube, that I'm not in love with her anymore. Because I'm not going to go with a woman who tells lies. Just look what I went through last September. Who wants to go through that shit? Because I tell you something now, that's a dangerous woman. Did someone tell me, I'm not going to mention her name, don't worry. Did someone say that she was on Facebook showing a knife? On Facebook, she had a picture with a knife in her hand. That's dangerous. You don't know who you're dealing with. Do you know what I mean? So I'm best to keep away from it. And like I said, I'm glad that YouTube split my relationship up actually, because I could have been with her and my life could have got shit. I could have been in a lot of trouble by now. Do you know what I mean? I could have been in a lot of fucking trouble. So you lot done me a good thing really, because think about it, like I said, if a decent woman, if she was decent from the day that I met her, she wouldn't have gone on YouTube. She wouldn't have gone swapping phone numbers with other men when she was seeing me. So is that decent? Is that honesty? Is that loyal? No, because I tell you something now, if I was seeing a woman, say if I was seeing a woman and a woman contact me off YouTube saying, oh, I fancy you, I want to go with you, can we swap phone numbers? I say no. I've got a woman. I don't need nobody else. I'm loyal. But I wish the person would do the same thing, but she didn't. She got people involved because, like I said before, YouTubes, I wasn't going to leave her. For example, right? I haven't mentioned her name, but on the day I left her, she kept mentioning one person, begin with T. All day. If he never mentioned that word, I would have never have left her. No, she mentioned Toasty all day. On the day I left her. If she never mentioned other people's name, I would have never have left her. So when she mentioned that name, I said to her, right, that's it. I've made up my mind. You've made up my mind for me. Now you mention his name, I'm off. So, think about it. She should have been concentrating on what she got. It's a dog and bone story. She should have concentrated on the relationship she had, but she was that stupid. She lost what she got. Dog and the bone story. That's all I'm saying about it, YouTube. I'm not saying no more about it. I've not mentioned her name, but you know the person I'm talking about. I don't want her name mentioned or ever, but I've only just explained the reason why I'm moving on. And I tell you what, and I'm glad, because looking back, I feel better within myself. Oh yeah. Look, I've got no hassles now. I've got no troubles. I'm independent, and I'm ready to meet somebody else because I'm free and single. I know Alice Duncan likes me, and other people like me. I've got about 5 or 6 women who like me, but they live too far away. I want somebody in Nottingham, really, Nottingham, local. I know Alice Duncan, I know you're a good person, and I like you well, and I will chat to you more as friends, but I can't travel right up to Scotland for 6 hours. I'm not going back up to Scotland ever again in my life, really. Travelling up 6 hours, it's too long. What for? Just to go with a woman to jump into bed with her? Might as well get a woman round here and jump into bed with her. Not go 6 hours up north. But I'm not bothered about sex at the minute, because what you haven't got you don't miss. But what I'm trying to say is, I'm moving on. I wasted 5 months, last five months on nothing, and I'm never going to get them 5 months back. So the next 5 months, I'm not going to do the same mistake. I'm going to turn the next 5 months into positive months by getting out there and getting on with my life, and that's what I'm doing. And the woman from August, I'll never go back with her, never. I don't care if I got paid £10 million to go back with her, never. Honestly, because it's what I've been thinking about this. You know what I went through for the last 5 months on YouTube, and especially September. Who wants to go through what I went through in September? Nobody would. And that's why I'm keeping well clear from her. I want a wide berth from her. I want to keep away from her. As long as I keep away from her, I have nothing to do with her no more, my life will get even better. I'll be much happier. Because think about it, when I was in here, I went to fucking hospital with SVT. That's not fucking off, is it? I might have loved the person, but you can't know who you fall in love with. But I've realised she's no good for me. The woman who I met in August, she's no good for me anymore. She don't respect me. I brought her presents. She never said a thanks. I brought her lovely things for Valentine's. She never got a thanks. So if I went back with that woman, she would never say thanks to me at all in life. She would just treat me like shit. And if she don't get her own way, she tells lies. So I'm best off to keep out of it and keep away. I've got out why I can. Lucky escape. And a lot of you care about me on YouTube, and I appreciate that. A lot of you do care about me. You know what I mean? I know a lot of care about me, which is good. But any future relationships, I won't put on YouTube. But saying that though, I don't want to go with another woman who's crazy. You know what I mean? Because if I go out with a woman who's crazy and they don't show, then you aren't there to look after me on YouTube, because you do care about me. And a lot of you can see through women who I go with. So if I go out with a woman in the future, you think, that woman what Seaside's going out with, she don't seem right to me. She seems crazy. We need to protect Seaside more from these women. So I think last time you've done me a favour. I don't blame YouTube for splitting up the relationship. I think you did. I think you've done me a favour. From the bottom of my heart, you probably saved me a lot of grief. I'm telling you, you've saved me a lot of grief. Looking back at it, yeah, you have. Because at the time when she was beating me up, this person, I was texting a lady friend, a Polish. I haven't been in touch with her since. The Polish woman from Scunthorpe. She says, if you continue with that relationship, what's going to be like down the line in 6 months' time? It's not healthy, is it? Being beat up. Because I don't hit women back. I always take the bit. I'm too soft and gullible. But you lot were looking out for me. So people who got involved in the relationship of YouTube, I don't blame you. I want to say thank you, because you've saved me a lot of grief, a lot of hassle. You've saved me a lot of trouble what I could have been in. So I do respect that. It's not all bad YouTubes. I don't blame everybody. And really, this might sound weird or strange, I want to say thank you to Toasty. I do, honestly. Toasty, you've saved me a lot of fucking hassle. You've protected me from a lot of shit and a lot of badness, you have. Because if you didn't get involved, right, then I would have been still being with that person. And I could have been stressed out to hell. So really, Toasty, you've done me a favour, really. I'm glad you got involved, really, in a way. I don't blame you. I didn't do before, but I don't now. Looking back at the picture, I can see it clearly. I see the SP on it. So Toasty, I don't hate you, I like you. I'll always like you. We'll probably get back friends in the future. Listen, I don't want to argue with nobody from now on. Things happen for a reason in the spirit world. I'm more spiritual. It's meant to be. If it's not meant to be, it's not meant to be. Probably toasting everybody's a messenger from us to stop me from getting into a wrong relationship. Because she wasn't good for me, YouTube. Come on, that woman from AYR wasn't good for me. I was good for her, so I'm kind of loving and generous and spoiler and all that lot. But she wasn't good for me. End of the day, she wasn't good for me, YouTube. Come on. Let's be realistic. She's out for what she can get. And I feel sorry for the next person who goes along. Because, you know what I mean? Because if she don't get her own way, she goes mental. So, she might be a good person in a way. That person might be a good person. But she's not good with relationships, is she? She don't know how to look after a relationship. She takes things for granted. Anyway, that's all I'm saying, YouTubers. And I'm moving on. That's good, eh? That's good. I've got to get things out of my system. I've got to get it out of my system. I've got to get it off my chest so I can move on. Hit the road, Jack. Get out there and fucking party and get with women like no tomorrow. Because I can't believe the last 5 months has flown by. And I've been pining for this woman for nothing. I've got to stop. And my mate out there giving me advice. So that's what I'm saying about YouTubers. I've got to get it all off my chest. I've got to get it all out of my system because it's good. I need to get it out of my system. That's what I'm doing. And talking to you lot is like you lot my counsellor, like a counsellor. I've got to talk to somebody about it. So if I don't talk about it, then it's not going to do me no good. I've got to get it out. I've got to get it out. And that's what I'm doing. You lot are my counsellors. No, you're a counsellor to me. I tell you my problems, you lot listen. So, onwards and upwards, YouTubers. And I love it. Oh, yes, I do. And I'm going to meet a lovely woman this year. Probably by Christmas, I'll be in another relationship. I'm not going to rush into anything at the moment. But I've got like 8 months I'll find somebody lovely, because you know why? Because I'm a lovely guy. See, when I'm say if I'm living with a woman here, she does her thing and I do my thing, right? I'll go out and do what I want, right? At night time, I'll bring a bunch of flowers sometime, not every night, or take her out for a meal, or come and it's nice when you got a nice woman and she's in the kitchen and you can go behind her and kiss her on the neck and be romantic and stuff. I mean, a woman loves being hugged from behind. And when she's cooking something, and you can kiss her on the neck, saying, "How are you doing, sweetie? How's your day?" And I mean, have a bit of romance, because I'm very romantic. I'm a good person. I can't who I meet. Sometimes I meet bad people. That's how it is. But I know I'm a good man. I know I can head my head up high. I know I treat people nice. I'm kind, caring, loving, and I'm looking for a new woman. So if any women out there are looking for a good romantic man who likes hugs and cuddles and cosy evenings in and days out at the coast, because in the summertime I'll be going to the seaside a lot, and it'd be nice to meet somebody who wants to come to the seaside with me at weekend, spend a weekend with me and hold hands walking along the beach, some nice stuff together, and go out sightseeing and stuff. Do you know what I mean? Nice to meet somebody who wants to do that with me, because I am a good man. Listen, I'm a diamond. When a woman spends time with me, she'll think, wow, this guy's a good man. Can't believe that no one snapped him up, because I am free and single now. I'm free and single and I'm available. So if any women out there who's looking for a good man, or somebody's watching my channel and you live close by, get in touch with me. We can go out on a date. I'll date anybody in my area. I don't want to do long distance because it's too far. I'm not trying to make up Scotland again, no chance. My Scotland days are over. But if anybody who lives within 100 miles of actually Nottingham, and you're looking for somebody, or you're single, then I'm not going to do it. But the chemistry's got to be right. Plus, I need to go out with a woman who can do a lot of walking, because at weekend I might want to go hiking. I might walk 10 miles in a day. So I need somebody who likes to do outdoor stuff. The woman who I'm looking for must be romantic, love doing outdoors, doing a lot of walking, sightseeing, and all the other things. That's what woman I'm looking for. So if you're a woman who's watching my channel, I'm free and single, and I'm ready to mingle. And if you want to date me, you've got my email address is on my channel, Camford Cliffs. Drop me a nice email. Let's swap phone numbers, and we can get dating. That's anybody who's watching my channel, because I'm free and single. Get in. Yeah, the future's bright. The future's seaside.